Hello, my little Virgos, my little sweet soul warriors. All right. This is Wisdom of the Fairies, Oracle of Portals, Soul Warrior Oracle, Star Dragons, Wizard's Tarot, and Everyday Witch Oracle. So, let's start. Oh, okay. Let's see what we have here. Alrighty, Virgos. This is a Four of Pentacles, and if I can bring this in a little closer. I've had to slant my camera today, I don't know why. But you can see there's a chain across the door, and there's someone inside. And what this is saying is you've locked yourself away, you're not letting anyone else in. You're holding on to what you have, okay? Let's get a little further along and we'll see a little bit more. And this is the Six of Cups, and this is, you see the cups back here, and then she's offering the younger person a cup. And so let's just get a little further along here, and then we'll put it all together. And this is the Eight of Cups. And now let me explain. The Eight of Cups, you see all these cups here? And there's a moon in the background. The moon always, things we don't know, okay? You're walking away from it all. You're walking away from all, and the cups are love, emotions, nurturing, kindness. You're walking away from all of that. There's a reason you walked away from this. Okay, now let's put it all together. Whatever you've been through, you've locked yourself away, all right? You're not willing to let it, there's some things you're not willing to let in, whether it be people or your own thoughts. You are not willing to, you've set your boundaries very, very well. There's only certain people that you want in at this point in time. You're holding on to what you have and possibly who you are. You're learning behind this door. You're learning who you truly are. I'm sorry, let me turn my iPad around so I can see what I'm doing here. There you go. So you're locked behind this door. You're kind of like off to yourself at this point in time, okay? And then, now here's the thing. On this card, cups are nurturing and love and everything. There's 6 of them here, but you see her giving one to a younger person. So what it's saying is, in your own mind, you're trying to love, I believe what this is saying for most of you. You're trying to love yourself, trying to love the person you were before whatever happened to you. You're trying to become that person, that younger, happier person that you were before. That is what this card is saying to me. And then this one is, whatever you had, I believe you thought it was love, but I think there was so many problems you walked away. Why would you walk away from love unless there was a lot of problems? So whatever you thought it was, and I believe some of you it was love, but there were other things there that didn't jive, didn't stick together. So you walked away from that experience. All right, so what are they telling me to use now? Oh, do I have my whole deck upside down? Apparently. And for some reason, they're making me use this one, and they want 2 out of this one. That's strange. Okay. I just do what I hear. All right. And this one is protection, finding what's important. That's what you're doing. You've kind of locked yourself away, trying to discover what's really important for you. What do you really need? What is, what sets your soul with passion? What do you really want to be? And you've got the protection around you. You've locked yourself away. There's nobody that can get in, okay? There's nothing that can harm you. So you see this, and this is a fiery, excuse me, I'm sorry. Like I say, I have to turn the lights out in here to keep the glare off the cards, but when the reading comes out, the cards are very, very definite, and there's enough light. But sometimes I have to look at the card a little bit to see a little better. There is a woman here, and she is sitting in the fire, all right? So, but it's not bothering her. You can see she's not screaming or but she's comfortable. And so the dragon is with her, and the dragon is power, energy, action, everything you could imagine in the fire. So here's the thing. You have been through the fire, and I believe you, let me word this properly. You are sitting, when people do soul searching, they're sitting in the fire of what they're facing their self, and it's like you're in the hot seat, trust me. So a lot of times we don't like facing things of ourselves, but here's the thing. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. But you have to learn that it was a learning lesson to bring you where you want to be, back to this beautiful person. You were never a bad person. Virgos are usually they're always helping others or doing others, but sometimes, and I'm a Virgo, sometimes we lose it. We're constantly doing for other people, and sometimes we get a little angry, and we should. Sometimes we do too much, and then we overstep. But this is protection, finding what's important for you, inside you. So sometimes you do feel like you're sitting in the fire. Okay, and this is time. And this is a beautiful card, and I'm trying to see, there he is, right there. They're kind of muted, but there's a little person sitting right here. And this is time. And this means you just have to have some time to really, let me bring it down a little bit, to really get it all together and make yourselves like you want to be. You're such a beautiful person, and you haven't realized how wonderful you are. And I know I've said this in another reading to another, to the little Cappies, but so many of the signs are so beautiful. And at this point in time, especially after COVID and everything is going on, the cosmos and everything, people are really trying to find out who they are. We're trying to see who we really are. A lot of us don't realize how much power we have, and that's definitely true with Virgos. And this is effort, conquering your demons. There we go. You shut yourself off trying to figure this out. Feel like you're sitting in the fire sometimes. These are your own demons. You're not trying to conquer anything from anyone else. You're trying to change who you are. You really are. And you see, there's a person sitting up here on all this power, this powerful dragon. You are sitting on all this power. This is who you are. You just are. Let me word this properly if I can get it out right. what they're saying is that you, all right, like you've always believed in magic, or you've always wanted to be a certain way. And a lot of Virgos do. They're very magical. They tend to believe in a lot of self-help things. They're always trying to be a better person. But the thing is, it's a tough road to hoe. When you are working on yourself, that is a very difficult road. Trust me, I know. So they call it the dark night of the soul, and it does seem like it's dark when you're trying to figure out things. We have all learned things as we have gone along in life, and those negative thoughts have like made a crust around us, a crust around our body or whatever. Like some people think, well, I'll never get better, or you know, health-wise or something, or they think I can never lose weight. They're just programming their self to stay that way. So you have to think like a new person. I'm not that person anymore. I know better than to think that way. So that is something that you are working on. You're giving it a lot of effort, conquering your own demons. Wow. And that's, oh, I'm sorry, they gave us 2 cards. No wonder they told me to pull 2. And this is inspiration. And you see on this card, she's looking at something like in her hand, some kind of spiral or something. And the dragon's looking at it too. And that's, you're looking for inspiration, you know, to change, to do. And there are days when you feel like you just can't make it anymore. You're not getting the answers. You don't know how to accomplish this, you know, change in you. And it's a change, I'm getting the feeling, it's a change in a lot of you. It's even a change in your body. Whether some of you are trying to heal your body, some of you are trying to maybe eat differently or change, but I feel like a lot of you are trying to change your own body. Good for you. Some of you are doing exercises, dance classes, whatever. And some of you are just getting out and walking or whatever. But I get the feeling that some of you, I think quite a few of you are wanting to change your body. We all do. All right. And this is the Oracle of Portals. And this was chosen, they told me, because a lot of Virgos are fixing to walk through a portal at this point in time. And this just, this is what they chose for y'all. Okay, and this is the sunrise. And you see, the sun is finally coming out for y'all. And this is like Stonehenge, but it's like the sun is finally coming out. You're beginning to walk through. You're not there yet, you see? You're right here at the portal. You're not there yet, but you can see the sun shining through. This is fabulous for you. And the sun, of course, is a fire sign. And here again, we have fire. But the fire is not bothering you. I mean, it's not that you're not dedicated. I'm getting the feeling that the majority of you are very dedicated to getting rid of any of the old negative thoughts that have caused you some problems, or even in your body. There's a beautiful doctor out there. His name is Dr. Dispenza, if I can say that. I always say that. But he teaches people to heal themselves. He was actually in a huge accident, just pretty much tore up his spine, and they were going to operate, and he said, no, I'll do this myself. And they said, well, you can't. 3 months later, he was walking. Really an amazing, amazing story. So he decided to see if he could help other people do the same thing. So what happens when a lot of these people get healed? They get up out of a wheelchair that they've been in for a long time. they get rid of their cancer or whatever it is. He has documented cases. And he asks them, what happened to the cancer or what happened? They say, oh, that's in the old person. That's in the old me. They don't think the same way they did before. Instead of getting up in the morning and saying, well, I always, my feet always hurt or something, they get up and think, no, that's not me. And so they've changed. It's really amazing the amount of healings he has. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Virgos. I think a lot of you are trying to become this new person. The person that you really were meant to be. Years ago, when you were younger, and you thought, oh, it was like a fantasy to you. And then life hit you and you thought, oh, get real. But now you're trying to get back to that person who you imagined years ago. It's just amazing. You are walking through portals, getting ready to. And this is a, a celebration. And you see all of these torches are lit up, teaching you to go, or leading you to go this way. And there's a beautiful light behind the tent. And there's like a party inside, a celebration. This is where you're going. You're walking toward this. Virgos are, say, like, we're not talking about astrologically, but you're sort of on the cusp of walking through this new pathway to this new open gate. It's absolutely fabulous. And this is awake. You're finally waking up. You see here, she's in the arch and she's finally waking up to the sun. You have several. Here's a card with the sun. Here's a card with fire. Here's a card with fire, torches. I mean, here's a card with power. And you are walking away from the old things. I don't want to catch my cards on fire here with my candle. But you're walking away from the old you and the old situation. And you are working toward becoming this new, beautiful person. You were always beautiful, you just didn't believe in yourself. Let's see, okay, here we go. This again is soul helper. Lose the ruins of the past. Wow. Walking away from the old you. There we go. And these are different decks, so I love doing the cards like this because one deck just solidifies the answer from the previous deck. And it's find the way to the present moment and live. And you see here again, you're getting to walk through this portal. Can you see it? Is that better? Okay. But you're